All of the time we need to take the Torah down to the ground, to reality. Okay, yes, it's written in the books of Kabbalah. Yes, it's written in likutey moharan. Yes, it's written. Yeah, Rabbi Natan. When I hear lectures of rabbis that are talking about, yes, Rabbi Natan is bringing in likutey halachot, and yes, Rabbi Nachman in this, and yeah, you can see it also in that. What do you want to say? That's my question. Okay, great. He is. Bottom line, what's the conclusion? How can I take your awesome Torah, the wonderful verses, into my life and to refix my life? How can I recover from my mental issues, from my sadnesses, from my depression, from my poverty? How I'm going to have money? Okay? How I'm going to pay my bills? That's the question. The person, he doesn't want to hear sophisticated Torah. Yes, Rabbi Natan is bringing that concept in that aspect in likutey halachot. Is it going to help me to pay the bill? Is it going to help me to be happier tomorrow morning when I'm going to wake up? Is it going to help me to know how to respect my family, my wife, my children, how to educate them? Is it going to help me to find my path in life? The fact that Rabbi Natan is bringing it in likutey halachot. And this is something that we all need to take very seriously on first of all, to find the right mentor, the right guide, the right teacher to guide us and to follow him. First of all, you don't need to, people are so, a few days ago, a certain person asked me a question. She goes to classes and she feels like the rabbi that is teaching over there is not qualified to teach. He's not holy enough. His way of teaching, giving out the Torah is not clean. She feels like he's bringing himself and he's not so clean, not so nice, and into the class. And she wants to learn, but she feels like the source that she's learning from is not the right source, not holy enough, not in purity. So what's she supposed to do? So I told her, this is something that, first of all, if you feel that really takes you to a bad place, if you really feel that it affects your life in a negative way, you must hold yourself and not to take yourself to those classes, no matter, even if you're not going to learn at all. Because to learn something that's going to damage you is worse than not to learn. It's better not to learn than to learn something that's going to damage you, first of all. And second, that you need to pray. To connect yourself to holy teachers, to holy rabbis. And you can find them. It's not like they not exist at all. Just you need to find them. So how are you going to find them? First of all, you need to believe in yourself. You need to count on your senses. You need to count on your senses. If you found someone that you feel that person is inspiring you, is giving you power, you need to count on those feelings. Why? Because the Creator, He gave you your heart, He gave you your mind, He gave you your emotions, your abilities to sense, to feel things. If you're not going to count on those tools that He gave you, so on who are you going to count? On someone else, someone foreign, someone that's going to tell you who's supposed to be your teacher, why? Because of what? Because a lot of people said that he is a rabbi, because a lot of people said that he is famous, because a lot of people are giving him money, because of what? If God created you, and you have certain feelings, certain way of thinking, certain way of grasping and understanding things. If you're not going to use that, you're denying your creation, you're denying your nature, you're denying who that you are. And we're not canceling faith in Chachamim. We're not erasing that concept of nullifying yourself to Chachamim. We're just saying you need to choose that Chacham, that wise person that you feel that can bring you to the purpose. It's not necessarily going to be the one that everyone are saying that he's the one. Me, for an example, and I don't have any bad thing to say on that Chassidut or on that book, but there is a certain Chassidut, a certain section in Judaism that is a wonderful section with a lot of righteous people, and they have a book that's their flag, that's the main book of that Chassidut, and they're all learning that book. And when I learned from that book that it's a holy book, that it's an awesome book, that it's a wonderful book, that it's a book that Rabbi Nachman of Breslev learned from that book, that it's an amazing book. But when I'm facing reality, when I open that book and sit and learn, I don't understand what's written of. I don't understand the language. It's written in Hebrew, in holy language. I cannot understand the word. I'm not connected. You can say you don't have the merit. You can say you don't have the ability. I don't know what you're gonna say from heaven. I don't know. But bottom line, when I open that book and I'm trying to read, I don't understand what that holy, righteous author wrote. I don't understand what he wants from me. It's not doing it to me. It's not. But I know that the Mishna is telling me, לעולם ילמד אדם במקום שליבו חפץ. That a person must learn in a place that his heart is desiring, that he got a holy desire to learn. So if when I open that book, it's just boring me and making me frustrated, I'm not enjoying the learning. So should I continue? Because there are thousands of other people that are receiving inspiration and satisfaction and conclusions and illuminations and clarifications. Great, I'm happy for all of you guys, but it doesn't do it to me. And I'm not saying anything bad about that holy book. I'm just saying that I want also to learn something that's going to bring me to happiness, to joy. So I'm going to look for that book. That's the only thing I'm saying. And you need to count on yourself that you have the ability really to connect yourself to through the roots of your soul. Because how are you going to connect yourself to the Creator if not through the roots of your soul? If not through the roots of your soul, how are you going to connect yourself to the Creator? He created you and He wants you to be connected to Him. So the only way that you can do it is through yourself. And yourself, your inner connection is an inner connection, is through your soul, through your emotions, through your thoughts. So you must count on yourself and to work and to fight on that, to be who that you are. And not to let no one, even if he's going to be called the righteous man of the generation, the greatest one of the generation, the most important, the most accepted, I'm sorry, I will not going to let him turn me off, because I want also to have my connection with the Creator. And I do feel that it exists. I do feel that when I'm dancing, that when I'm happy, that when I'm singing to myself. A couple of days ago I went to do it Bodedut, and I felt like I can't speak, I don't have no words. And a few days before, my wife and I, we heard a certain song, and I had that tune in my head, and it's a regular song. It's not a song of prayer. But I just kept on thinking about that music, and I was playing it to myself in my mind. And then I said to myself, maybe you're going to pray with that music. And I just start singing to myself in the field at night, basing my prayer on that tune, on that music. And I was just singing to Hashem. My own prayer, in my own language, with my own things, with my own way, with my own music, with the music that I like. It wasn't Hasidic music, it wasn't music of Breslev, and especially not of Rabbi Nachman of Breslev. It was just a random song that my wife and I, we like. So I just used the music to open myself, and it gave me, and it was the key. It opened the gates of Itbodedut for me. And in that night I made a wonderful Itbodedut. And only because of that, only because that I followed my heart. I was allowing myself to be who that I am. In front of that rabbi, to do it like that. No, that people... When you're with Hashem, and that's what you want to be, with Hashem, so you must be who that you are. Because if you're not going to let yourself be who that you are in front of Hashem, so you're lying to Hashem. And a liar person cannot stand in front of the Creator. Dover shkarim lo yikon leneged einav. A liar person cannot stand in front of the Creator. And even if you feel embarrassed with your truth, it's time to work on your self-esteem. And just to understand that God loves you, unconditional love, as who that you are. And He doesn't want to change you. And He doesn't want to make you different. He just wants you to be who that you are. If He would want to make you different, He would create you different. Or He would change you. It's in the abilities of the Creator to create and design the creations as He wish. And if He keeps you as you are, with your sense of humor, and with your lackings, and with your thoughts, and even with your fears, it means that that's how He wants you to be. And it doesn't mean that you cannot want to change or to work on yourself but you need to climb up from who that you are. And you need to grow. So first of all, you need to accept that creation. You need to accept yourself. I have my weaknesses. One person sees cars, that's it, he's losing his mind. Other one, he sees money, he's losing his mind. Another person, he feel like he can receive honor, that's it, he's out of his mind. He will do everything to receive a compliment, to get one good word from someone. That's him, that's you, it can be me. And if I'm not going to accept my lackings, if I'm not going to see who that I am, I will never going to be able to solve my problems. Because your problems are coming with a reason, and there's a purpose to it. And you need to work on yourself, and to rebuild yourself. To recover from your pains, from your sorrows, from your injuries, even if they're severe injuries, deep problems, deep to the roots of your creation, of who that you are. You grew up to be bent, to be awkward, to be weird, to not right. Okay, great. You need to work on that. Exactly, those are the things, those are your missions in life. On those points you need to work. And if you're going to keep on denying and fighting with yourself and trying to, no, I'm not, no, I remember, but you don't. So when we're going to ask you, okay, so what's the number? You're not going to have the answer. So why to act like you remember when you don't? No, I can do it. If you're not, so why to play? You can say, I want to. I'm afraid I'm going to forget. Can I write it for myself? Be honest. Be who that you are. I'm walking with piles of notes in my pockets because I know that I can forget. I have piles of notes in my phone because I know that I can forget. So I'm reminding myself, and I'm using technology, and I'm using a pen and a paper, and I'm just reminding myself that I won't forget. Because if it's important to you and you want to achieve it, what do you want to achieve? The honor, the result, the success, or you really want to do it? You want to be honored on that thing even if you haven't accomplished it, or that you really want to accomplish? Do you want the reward on the mitzvah, or you want the mitzvah itself? If you want to help, you need to help. If you want to help, you don't need to say, yes, I want to help. No, help. If your wife, she needs help in the kitchen and you want to help, so you go and you help. You don't stand in the kitchen and you say, can I help? No, you help. If you don't know, you can ask, what can I do? And then you do. But you don't say, yes, I want to help. You just come and you're being helpful. You're just giving a hand or two hands. You're putting yourself into the picture, into what that goes on. You're just bringing yourself into it. Okay, so now you want to work on yourself. You want to be an honest person. So you need to be honest. You cannot say, I want to be honest, and keep on lying to yourself for the rest of your life. So for that you need to be ready. You need really to desire the truth. And only a person, and like we explained yesterday, a person that will claim that he wants to achieve something, he will never going to really achieve it. And even if he's going to achieve it, he's going to achieve it only in an external way. He will never going to achieve the essence, the purpose, the real inner will of the Creator of you in that situation. What really He wants you to achieve from that. Okay, you say, I want to learn Torah. Great, you can sit and learn Torah for years. But it's not going to bring you to come closer to the Creator by learning Torah. Really, if you want to come closer to the Creator, so the fact that you're going to learn Torah is going to bring you to come closer to the Creator only if you will want to learn the lesson, to come closer to the Creator, to accept the rebuke, to listen to what that He's got to tell you. And not only to spend hours and hours flipping pages and finishing another book and another book. If that's what you want, that's how you're going to spend your life. But if you really want to learn how to come closer to the Creator, it can happen to you in the supermarket. It can happen to you in traffic jam. It can happen to you in front of a police officer. If you want to know the truth, God will reveal the truth for you, to you. So for that, you need to desire the truth and to be ready to learn the lesson. And sometimes it can be very painful. But you need to be ready if you want. If you want. if you want to learn the truth, so there is a certain process that a person of cleaning, of cleansing, of being purified, that is required for your process of purification, of coming and reaching the truth. Because like we said yesterday, if you want the truth, emet, so emet is a word, the truth is a word that is divided to two. You can say aleph, met. First, you die. You want the truth, so if you're just going to hear aleph, we're just going to tell you aleph, you're done, you're dead. Because we're not able to deal with all of the truth in one shot. Now, I want the truth. Actually, I can't accept it. If I'm going to understand how far I am, if I'm going to understand how poor I am, if I'm going to understand how many people I hurt, how deep went my mistakes and destroyed emotion, how many times I insulted people without intentions, without being cruel or vicious, but found myself as one. If I'm just going to see all of my lackings in one shot, I won't be able to deal with it. So sometimes you need to do what did the Creator have done? Vatashlechem et arza. You take the truth and you throw it down to the ground, and you don't deal with all of it in one shot. And then emet me'eretz titzmach. Slowly, the truth will grow. And one step after the other, you will connect yourself to the truth. And every day you can deal with another lacking, with another weakness that you have, another defect, another default, another issue that you... And every day, take for yourself that mission to work on yourself, to come closer to the truth based on your abilities, and not to take too much on yourself, too much of what that you're able to deal. And when we understand that, so we can understand that we can relax a little bit. Because the Creator, He is not expecting from you to be someone that you're not. Even though that He revealed His will, that you will be holy, that you will learn Torah, that you will live in the Holy Land, that you will and will, great. He revealed His will. But between the will to the level that we're holding, there is a huge distance. And we cannot lie to Hashem and to say, yes, Hashem, I want to be holy, I want to be pure, I want to learn Torah, when I'm not. Because, okay, let's see, if you want to learn Torah, why the books are not open on your table? Why you're not memorizing Mishnayot while you're driving, while you're in the bus, while you're in the light train? Why, when you have 5 minutes, you open your phone instead of opening the books? So, say the truth, you don't really want to learn. You want to learn, maybe. Maybe you want to learn. Maybe. That's closer to the truth. So, as an honest person that really want the truth, say to Hashem Yitbarach, I want it. Can you please help me with my will that I will really want to learn? Instead of saying, Hashem, let me learn Torah. Someone is holding you from buying a small tiny book of Mishnayot and never take your eyes off of it. No one is holding you back from buying a small sefer zohar and to learn zohar and Mishnayot and Midrashim and likutey moharan and halachot and Shulchan Aruch and Gemara. Someone is holding you back. No one. Stop lying to yourself. That's the main thing. Let's stop lying to ourselves. And then, when you stop lying to yourself, now you can talk about your weaknesses, about your lackings. Now you can say to Hashem, Hashem, you know, it's very hard. I'm finding myself that I don't really want to learn so much, but I understand that I should, so can you help me with that? So that was a prayer of truth. A prayer of truth will be answered, because Hashem is close to everyone that calls Him with truth. So you can lie to Hashem Yitbarach for years. Hashem, make me holy. Hashem, make me pure. Hashem, take me this. Hashem, take me there. Hashem, do this with me. Hashem, let me... And those prayers will not going to be answered. Because you're lying to yourself and you think you can pretend to be someone that you're not. But to Hashem Yitbarach you cannot lie, because when you open your mouth with lies, He's not there anymore. Because Dover Shkarim cannot stand in front of Hashem. A liar person cannot stand in front of Hashem. Hashem is disgusting from liars, so He's running away. He's just going somewhere else. He's not accepting those lies, those fake prayers. But if you're going to come from a point of truth and say to Hashem Yitbarach, please help me, please let me want you, please let me feel you, please let me feel that you love me. I think that if I'm going to feel that you love me, it's going to help me to want to learn your wisdom, means your Torah, a little bit more. And those prayers will be answered. And then you're going to develop one step after the other. And it's going to be balanced, and it's going to be in your vessels. It's going to be according to your abilities. And then you're going to understand what that you're learning. And maybe what that you need to learn in the beginning is not zohar and midrashim. It's not the highest secrets of the wisdom of creation, Sefer Yetzirah, book of creation that's been written by Avraham Avinu. No. Maybe you still need to learn how to listen to the voice of your wife, how to have patience with your children, how to behave to your friends in your company, how to your colleagues, how to take a shower every day, how to put deodorant, not to stink the world. Maybe those are things that you still need to learn, and it's okay. Because it's better that you're going to learn those things than that you're going to imagine to yourself that you're so-called Talmid Chacham already, because you know Gemarot, and you know Mishnayot, and you know Zohar, and you learn Midrashim already, and you don't even take a shower every day. And then when people are going to cross close by to you in the street, they're going to smell the smell of your sweat, and it's going to be a disgrace for all of the Torah learners. It's going to be Chilul Hashem. You're going to disgrace the name of Hashem. That people are going to say, oh, look, it's so disgusting, and he's learning Torah. So how are you respecting the Torah if you don't respect yourself? You haven't learned how to respect yourself. So how can you respect others? So you need to learn the things, the Aleph Bet, the basics. First of all, we need to start with the basics. And for one person, he's really going to feel stupid when he's going to realize how far he is, how low he is. But again, like we said before, the question is what you really desire. You really desire, your real will is to do the right thing, really to succeed, really to grow, really to connect yourself to Hashem, or that you want to be called a Talmid Chacham, a righteous man, you want the honor, or you want the success, you want the money. What are you really after? If you're really after the truth, so ask for the truth. And then when it will come, so you will be able to enjoy it. And you won't be insulted from the insultings, from the shames. Because for you it's going to be, like David HaMelech said, King David said, Sas anochi al imratecha kemotze shalal rav. I'm happy, I'm excited to hear your words, even if those words are words of rebuke, even if those words are words of shaming me, showing to me the low level that I'm holding. Sas anochi al imratecha kemotze shalal rav. I'm going to be happy and excited like I found a huge treasure, a loot. Why? Because my desire is to learn and not to be called righteous, not to be known as pure or holy or whatever. I'm not looking for the titles, the degrees. I'm looking for the labor. I'm looking for the truth. I'm looking to fix myself. So if you want that, you will not going to be insulted from your weaknesses. You will not going to be ashamed from the shames that are attacking you and washing you. Because you're going to just enjoy that wash. You're going to just understand that that's your way of recovering, of climbing up from your lackings, from your weaknesses. And by doing that, you're going to just keep on growing and growing. On that, Rabbi Nachman of Breslev is saying, כשאדם יודע, when a person he knows, שכל מאורותיו הם לטובתו, that everything that happens with him in his life is for his own good. So that aspect, זו הבחינה, היא מעין עולם הבא. It's like to live in the world to come. Why? Because the person in the world to come, the soul in the world to come, will just, if you drop one drop of water to the ocean, so what's going to happen to that drop? Ripples. Ripples. It's gonna ripples. It's just gonna grow and expand, and so if it's a satisfying process for that drop of water, so it's just gonna enjoy more and more because it's gonna experience more of the ocean and gonna feel more of the ocean. So when the soul is reaching the world to come, it experiences Hashem, and it's just being nullified and growing more and more and more, and in infinity. So it's a process of eternal joy and happiness in the world to come, always growing and achieving more and more and more. But when a person in this world understands that wisdom also, that every experience that he's going through in this world is educating him, is helping him, is coming for his own good, so he can start sensing that sense, that feeling already from this world. Because he's learning and developing from every situation. It all depends in your will. If your will is aimed to really to commit yourself to Hashem, really to glue yourself to Hashem, so you will learn from every situation, even the most embarrassing one. Because your will is to learn and to come closer to the Creator. Thank you very much. Chazak u'baruch.